Chat room, what it do, what it do. Oh, Lord Jesus. Sorry, you guys may hear me cough a few times during the stream, or possibly more than a few times. I think I have a little bit of a cold right now. Let me see. Did I post this in the content section? Oh, I actually didn't. This stream's been scheduled since yesterday. I thought I posted it on the Discord already to let people know that we were going to be in here. What's up, Zeke? How you doing? Biggie Bag, how you doing? All right. I let everybody in Discord know we live, so we are good now, man. We got some stuff to farm today, boys, because tomorrow night is the maintenance for Sanctus Platina. Wait, are they still calling her Sanctus Platina on Global, or what are they calling her now? What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Kid Crook? How's it going? Sharpshooter? Let me see. Is it in here that they say it? Godspeed Crusader Platina. Wow. That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. The Argonaut, what's up? Yeah, there's an update tomorrow. You just check the news and you'll see. Yeah, there's an update. It starts at I think 9 or 8 p.m. CST. Goddess Platina. I mean, that's just, we already know she's a god, so I don't know why they would name her something like that. Is she still worth it at this time? Yeah, I think she's still absolutely worth it. She's one of the best breakers in the game still. This isn't Uzu, Mako, Nui, and Satsuki. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Uzu's really good. Mako's another good pickup if you can get her. Yeah, hopefully she's not. Or I'm glad that she's not too. But I think the anniversary unit then will probably be Orville. Because it seems like it lines up pretty nicely for it to be Orville. If they make it to where the anniversary is like beginning of February, end of January, it lines up really well. Because we have like story chapter this month, possibly not a story chapter next month, and then leading into February, we'll have a story chapter. So more than likely we'll have Orville D for anniversary. Because yeah, man, it feels so weird seeing just random ass units as our anniversary characters. But one thing I want to say though, chat, is who do y'all think our all-star banner is going to be, or our all-star unit, let me say? Because if we look at the unreleased right now, this is actually, I have a Should You Summon coming out tomorrow. I've been working on it since yesterday, actually. I just recorded the video yesterday, chopped it up, and then today I pretty much finalized the entire thing, so it's pretty much ready. But I'm just waiting for a few more things to get updated in the game before I actually render it all out. But if we look at the unreleased right now, Platina's coming out tomorrow. Orville D comes out more than likely, like I said, January, February time. So who's the all-star? It wouldn't be Mina, because Mina's going to come later since she's the start of a saga. If they do it here, that's just dumb. Yuna's part of Grand Crusade, so they're not going to do Yuna. Huma is part of Mina saga, so we're not going to see that. I don't know about Henrietta, like with Dead Freed here. She just came out to JP, so I highly doubt it's her. But I don't know if she's part of a saga or not, or she's part of a story chapter. I'm not 100% certain on that. And then Aaron's is also from a Grand Crusade. Star Swordsman Rosetta is a story chapter, if I'm not mistaken. So the only character, in my opinion, that could actually release here would be Macette. Maybe Charlotte with her event. It's either Macette or it's either Charlotte or Macette. Everybody else, maybe not. I mean, Celia possibly, but doesn't Macette's part of Celia's saga, right? So Macette has to come before Celia because I think Celia is the most recent of the, what do they call them? Like the witches or whatever. So yeah. What's up, RNT? Natasha? Is Natasha from a certain saga as well? It's Blue Jackets, right? Is Natasha a Blue Jacket unit? No, Natasha's from Charlotte's thing, right? I can't remember. Yeah, we do not call her Godspeed for real. Yeah, so I don't know who they're going to release here for the All-Star banner. It's probably going to be Charlotte. I think Charlotte would be the easiest, or Macette. Either or. I like Macette a lot for her animation. I mean, it shows it in her artwork, like this ship crashing down. You actually do this in your super art. I think it's really cool. But in reality, you don't really need this unit. She's not like absolutely broken. At one point in time, there was a synergy here with Macette and Kenshin whenever Kenshin first came out, because Kenshin gave you tons of DR. Macette was a light human. Oh, Benjamin, thanks for the freaking 50, man. Appreciate that. I know it's not actually 50, but still, any bit of money, man. Appreciate it. It's very generous of you, bro. What'd you say here? Have an amazing stream. Loving the content as always. Keep it the good work. Hey, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know exactly what we're gonna be getting over here. Also, let me put this one on that side, so I can be able to look at chat the whole time. Jay was a side story unit and was All Stars unit when released. Yeah, but they got a lot of backlash for that. I don't think they'll do that again. I mean, if they do them, okay, here's the thing. If they do the All Star banner with a saga character or a side story unit, whatever you want to call them, I think they won't get backlash as long as they release the side story with them. Like, and also too, I mean, they're gonna get backlash no matter what because they're putting them in the most diluted banner in GS history. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that we just see probably Charlotte, maybe, with her side story, because if we get Charlotte, then if I'm not mistaken, the next one to come out would be Natasha, so we can go on ahead and get that ball rolling for the Mono Dark setup, because this team, or the Mono Dark setup with Sword God Luan, needs Natasha to like be complete, and she's just getting so delayed, man. Your birthday is tomorrow? Well, I'm not gonna be able to tell you it tomorrow, Bonafide, but happy early birthday, my brother. Why is the new Ninja side story still not available yet? I have no clue. They're very slow on like updating this stuff. Also, chat, I want to go on ahead and tackle these God Ruins if I can. I don't know how well this is gonna go because I don't know what my God lineup even looks like. Wait, Emilia's considered a god? Really? I didn't know that. There's only 2 gods that are ascended? There's probably more that I just don't have. Let me see. There has to be more that I don't have. Who all am I missing here? Oh yeah, I'm missing quite a few. Summer Iris, okay. Well, we can definitely do her. Is there a god tank? Or damage mitigation character? Is that a thing? There's Orville. I mean, we could use Fire Orville. Fire Orville is always good. It's not really a damage mitigation character. I mean, maybe Nyes. It'd probably be better just run Emilia though, because Emilia gives like 30% DR, so that's better than nothing. Or just Sistina. Oh, I click crossover. Whoops. Does Emilia buff up magic damage? She reduces all allies damage taken by 25%. Don't you have a magic damage buff? All allies crit damage. That'll help out Orville. I really need a healer in this setup. Maybe, depending on what the bosses are. You only buff up dark units, so there's no reason for me to use you unless I just use you as a heal bot. I mean, I don't even know what this event entails, so I will just rock out with Emilia for some DR, and then I guess I'll use some kind of healer for the last slot. Which I think just Lysistina is probably going to be the best for that one. Or Fina. But Lysistina has the defense slot, so that's probably better. And a support slot, not to mention. Let's do that. Dude, I haven't used Emilia in so long, chat. Oh my goodness. Holy, I haven't used her in so long. What do you think would be a good Dream Awakening for the ReZero characters? They already have a Dream Awakening. Are you talking about, like, what is their best? Right? Do we have that on Global? We have that on Global, don't we? Oh, we don't have the Dream Awakening on Global. Doesn't JP have Dream Awakenings? Or am I getting it confused? I might be getting it confused because if I remember correctly... Oh, you know what? I am getting it confused. I don't think they did have Dream Awakenings yet, right? Yeah, they didn't, because on JP was the most recent rerun for them, and they didn't give them Dream Awakenings because it was like at the start of the Ascended era. That's right. That's right. So they didn't get their Dream Awakenings yet. I don't know, probably just more support stuff, to be honest. Like, making Dream Awakenings be any, like, damage. Like, if you're an Awoken unit and your Dream Awakening is mainly damage focused, you're probably not going to be that good in most situations. Just because of, like, how everything kind of works in the game. Especially with, like, the Ascended units. Like, you're never going to be able to catch up to Ascended units' damage, pretty much is what I'm saying here. I guess I'll just use that one. Because, like, for an example, you can't compete with, like, Uzu's damage buffs. Or, like, you can't compete with, like, Saito Hajime or Okarun as a Awoken unit. It doesn't matter what they give you. You're never going to be able to compete unless you literally have the exact same modifiers and the exact same skill set as an Ascended unit. Then you will be able to beat or be on par with an Ascended unit. But they never do that. They don't do that. They don't like doing that. I think it would be a good addition to the game if we actually had Ascended units, or let me say Awoken units on par with certain Ascended units. We really only see that when it comes to Breakers and Archgeners, I would say. Well, no, I wouldn't even say Breakers. I would say Archgeners and Taunt Tanks. Those are the two that can actually do it. Breakers are hit or miss. I think Duke's Dream Awakening is solid, right? I gotta remember what it does, but if I'm not mistaken, I feel like Duke's Dream Awakening was actually pretty good. But yeah, for the most part. What the heck? I put Gray's necklace on him? For the most part, though, they don't even care about ever making Awoken units on the same level. It's like, you know, if you look at Dokkan or something, right? And I know in Dokkan, it's not really like this at all, because I think that the Dokkan Festival characters are never on par with, like, LRs. But a lot of the times, the Dokkan Fest characters, I think, complement the LRs, right? In some team comps. I haven't played Dokkan in forever, but I feel like that's a thing. You excited for the rest of the... Yeah. Across the Blaze Dream Awakenings? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really use the Dream Awakenings unless it's the taunt tanks or the support units, so... I'm hoping that we see some good stuff from them all. This team might be a bit challenging to get going. No, actually, no, it won't. What am I talking about? Yeah, we're gonna be fine. If I turn on auto, does it have their stuff on? Okay, it does. Thank God. Yeah, only gave them 6-star slots. Yeah, that's so weird. So weird. We definitely need that then. I think you're right. I think they do. I'm pretty sure JP does. Do they? Let me check. I can just look it up. A part of me thinks they don't, though. No, they do. They do. Sistina gets more heal amount or physical damage buffs and equip CT speeds for herself. Both are pretty solid, to be honest. I just hate how, like, whenever a Dream Awakening comes out, most of the time, it's so lackluster in a lot of cases. It's just like, oh, you know, I mean, it's cool, right? What's up, D? How you doing? But it's like, oh, it's cool, but it's never game-changing, let me say, or something that completely alters the meta in any way, shape, or form. The only time you see that is with the taunt tanks, and the taunt tanks also kind of struggle with that. Because, I mean, well, not really, because you have Volti LR, you have Thetis, and all of them. Thetis' Dream Awakening is incredible, but when it comes to comparing them to, of course, the Ascended variants, it's like, damn. What are you going to do, man? You got Toma. Like, who the heck is going to compete with Toma? Toma's such a good character. But I do hope one day we actually do see that. Also, I saw a Bonafide. You said you're going to use Freed in the God Ruins? Yeah, you're actually crazy. I don't think I'll ever do that. Yeah, Zeke, I could see them doing something like that. Oh yeah, Gamagori. Yeah, Gamagori is very good. Very good. Especially considering the fact that you can stack Truth of Eternities on them. Very, very good. Which I still think is a very broken mechanic. I remember whenever we had Grand Crusade come out and people were saying that you can't stack Truth of Eternities, and other people said they were, so I didn't know who to listen to. But until like we actually got testing out and there was, oh yeah, they do stack. That's such a broken mechanic. I mean, you can use it on any taunt tank, but really benefits characters that like staying at that low HP or is able to stay at low HP pretty much effortlessly, like Gamagori for an example. Use Malim, OG Water Rim, High of Archer, Nui Garo. I'm not saying they're not useful, but you're never seeing Dream Awakenings used in like some of the hardest content in the game most of the time. Like if you have the Acidid variants, you're probably gonna be using them over any kind of Dream Awakening just because of how good Acidid units are. I will say they've gotten a lot better at making them useful, because I remember when they first came out, it was like, dude, what is this? Like, what are you guys releasing, bro? These are some of the worst buffs we could have imagined. Because I think, like, some Dream Awakening should be pretty much complete reworks for certain characters. I think that's the way to keep it exciting for older units and everything. Which I know takes, like, a lot of time, a lot of resources, all that type of stuff, but I think it's like the best way to go about it. I think Dokkan with Extreme Z Awakenings just does it best. I haven't seen another game that does it just as well. I mean, the only other one that comes to mind was DFFOO, but Dissidia's gone. You know, Dissidia's not even around anymore. They were the only other ones that buffed up old units and made them like super relevant 24/7. I have to break. Oh crap. Let me put on Platina. Coughs and Fairy Tail crossover. Man. The Fairy Tail buffs were something, bro. Good lord, they were bad. Where's Platina? There she is. Let's see. It was a light boss, right? We'll just use that. Do I have a break item? I feel like I got a fusion equip. It's on Chloe, isn't it? Oh, it is on Chloe. Because this is... Party break power, yeah. God dang it. The other one is on Chloe. Oh, it's fine. I'll just use Keon. I forgot I specialized it. Where's my Keon? There it is. Remember who was saved by his Dream Awakening? Yeah, he was a really good one. Like I said, with more of the recent crossovers and buffs, they do very well. Why did it... I gotta take it off auto. Oh my goodness. There's no way you use Saint's Glow right out the gate. But yeah, like a lot of the more recent Dream Awakenings are really good. It's just, they still have a chance of absolutely flopping. And I don't think that should even be a thing. Like, Sure, you're going to have some that are better than others, but all of them should be very beneficial to these characters, especially for how old they are. You could literally just slap on modifier buffs onto every single unit that comes out with the Dream Awakening, and they would probably be like 100 times better in most cases. But sometimes they don't even do that. Like, we get like slight modifier increases, which I also think is weird, because why not just buff up their modifiers to Kingdom Come? I mean, who cares, man? They're awoken characters, you know? I guess it's like you don't want people to wind up like just completely skipping over Ascended units because their awoken characters are still on par. But like, I don't think people are going to skip out on Ascended characters, you know? Especially whenever there's some of the favorite, like fan favorite characters, you know, Okaroon, for an example, GG. If you look at like Saitama and them, you know, like there's a lot of characters that I don't think we have to worry about that. Yeah, that one's nice. I think Juno's Dream Awakening is pretty good, which I don't know why they haven't started rushing those out so we can get more of those on Global. But it's just how it is, how it is. Is Stage 6 the same as Stage 5? We'll see. What are your thoughts on OPM Season 3? Dude, I don't watch. I don't watch anime, man. Like, I hardly ever watch any. Like, the most recent thing that I've been trying to keep up with is Gachi Akuda. And even then, like, I've been so far behind. Like, the last thing I saw was the little, like, fireworks show. And I still gotta catch up to that. But I have heard nothing but negative things about Season 3 of OPM because of how bad the animation is. I will say I do read manga though. Like, I do try to keep up with my manga reading from time to time. It's a lot easier for me to pick up a book and read than it is for me to sit there and watch a show for like 30 minutes or, you know, hours on end if I'm like looking at One Piece, for an example. Yeah, I don't like my whole criticism with a lot of different anime, let me say, is that especially when it comes to shonen, I don't try to stay in shonen because I try to branch out and watch other stuff, but like it's kind of almost damn near the same even in like manhwas. In fucking manhwas, everybody's just trying to be damn Jinu. Like it's so hard just to find like a somewhat just good story that's not something that feels like I've read it before. Like I don't mind if it has, you know, similar tropes and everything, but oh man, like I know one of the things that I always talk about and I get a little bit criticized for because they're like, oh well, it gets better once you get like 200 chapters in. It's like Black Clover. Whenever I watch Black Clover, I'm like, this is literally the beginning of Naruto, you know? And it's so hard for me to watch that because I'm like, I feel like I'm just watching a rip-off Naruto, just in a different setting. So, but I have heard great things about it once it gets further in. So I'm like, well, that makes me a bit more interested. But I hate the whole stigma of like it gets good once you give it 300 chapters or 200 chapters or whatever. I'm like, man, dude, are we serious? Like, that's like telling somebody, for example, that plays video games, like, oh, this game gets good after you put like 20 hours into it. Like, dude, most people don't even have like 20 hours to give in this day and age. I feel like I'm dealing straight poo-poo damage. Oh, I just not realized my attack is lowered. Well, good thing I have a damage buffing item, or a attack buffing item. Yeah, it does make it hard to stay. It makes it very much like a bit of a... It's just like such a trudge, you know? Like you're trudging through this because like, oh, it gets so good once it gets to this part. But it's like, I'm a firm believer that it should be... Sure, it may not be as good as it is once it gets into the story. But it should be at least somewhat decent, you know? Have a good hook. Like as soon as you start playing or as soon as you start watching, you know, be like, I'm not saying like do it episode 1 a lot of the time. But like, if you don't have me hooked by at least episode 3, I think that, you know, there's a bit of an issue. Like, for example, one of the shows that I really love, because my girlfriend got me into it, is Demon Slayer. I will tell you right now that I hated watching the first season of Demon Slayer. I thought it was such a freaking, like, oh man, dude. It feels like I was just trudging through mud. Like, or let me say, like, I was freaking in the sand pit, man. I'm like, holy shit, this is, like, I like what I'm seeing, but it feels like we're not really getting to a point here, you know? And then, like, season 2 comes out, and it's like, holy, wait, Breakthrough? I've never seen that. Is that new? But yeah, like, season 1 Demon Slayer did that to me. But I will say, after you get past season 1 and you watch season 2 and everything beyond that, the story kind of starts to take hold of you. You start to get more into the characters, and it's like, okay, I fuck with this pretty heavily. Like, I don't know, I'm just a sucker for story, I think. Because I know some people be like, oh, but like, I don't even remember his name. The spider demon. There's like, didn't you like freak out at that part? Not really. You know, like, it was cool and all, but oh crap, that was a lot of damage. Who do people use for this then? Oh, I don't have that one though. Fina's probably good for this. I'm assuming this is just tons of blessed necklaces. No? Huh. I guess you can just do 2 healers, yeah, and probably be fine with it. I might use Fire Veil next time I do this. But yeah, like once you start getting into the story, like later on, like it's not like the most innovative story ever, but like I've always said, if you guys watch any of my other streams, you'll know this. I'm a sucker for a good story. It doesn't have to be doing anything different, doesn't have to reinvent the wheel, but if you tell me a good story, I'm a fan for life. And once you get past it and you get into it, you're like, holy bro. I'm kind of getting that vibe a little bit. And it's just a very fun to watch after that point. But I will say season 1 feels very slow. Let me see what's next. What else do I need to do? before this ends. I farmed this, didn't I? I think we farmed this last stream. I still need some of these, huh? Equip LBs, support LBs. Well, how much do I have of this? I have 11, 62. Oh my goodness. I have 14, 14. I think I could get away with not farming those. Users fire, increase skill, CT speed, whatever. I'm not using that. I do know kill resets next, and I still have to do Edram, which I haven't even attempted this yet. Oh, there is no death condition? Oh, okay. But yeah, you know what? I'll go back to that. I didn't know if there was one, because if there was, then I was like, well, I'll try this later, because it's probably going to take me a few attempts. All right, you just have to clear it with a certain amount. You know what? Do I really need Lysistina? I think she's good here, but without having her, I'd lose one of my support slots, you know, and I think that kind of sucks. Do I have another item here that I could use, possibly? That, like, gives me an attack up of some kind? Or stats up? I'll probably just use this again. Yeah, you know what? Then we'll do Blessed Necklace. And we'll just keep chatting. Keep on yapping while this goes through. The BE? Well, I'm more so worried about just damage mitigation at that point. I'm not really using Emilia for arts. I should let that play out more, so I actually got the break res down. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into a lot of like my anime stuff, but I will say I'm not really a big fan. Like my main entertainment, I would say, is mainly video games. Like you asked me about video games, and I've probably played majority of like what you're probably asking me about. There's some stuff that, you know, is a bit, I would say, unknown to me, like the Earthbound games or Mother. I haven't played those, but for the most part, a lot of like JRPGs and stuff I've dabbled in. Well, that still goes off. That's crazy. There is a no death condition? Oh crap, there is, yeah. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna work then. Well, I'll come back to it later. I want to see if I can do Edram. Let's see what people are using for Edram. I know Ultimate Paladin Roy is the best to do this with, but of course I don't have him. I think you can still do it. Why are people not using Kenshin? There's a reason. Do you need to blind him? No, you just gotta freeze him, don't you? Jack O'Shearm's cape. I don't know what Jack O'Shearm's cape does. Freeze or paralyze. Okay. Oh, curse and seal res. It's only one time though. Is it for the light killer? It might be for the light killer. We'll use it just in case. Where'd it go? And then you guys said freeze or blind. Or paralyzed, my bad. Freeze. We use the 4-star physical as well. Isn't it? Is it Nami? Yeah. Is there a physical freezing equip as well? I probably don't even need this many. Oh, no. Okay. There might be a freeze res down equip. I know there's the magic one, which is Draco Hasta, but I'll probably be okay. I probably don't need it. Let me see what's happening. Let me see what's happening. We'll tweak the team as we see. I probably shouldn't have done that yet. I haven't used them in so long. Hold on. I need the super art. Yeah, I need the super art. I haven't used this team in a minute. Cancelled by paralysis freeze. Okay, that one didn't hit. That one? That one didn't hit either. Oh, snap. Okay. Let me try this again. Oh, you need a cleanse? Okay. Then I may have to change out the team just a bit for that. See, but why? What is this for then? Wait, does this just give you curse and seal res for their whole duration of the fight? Or is it just the wording? Because it's curse and seal res 100%, but we don't even get curse in this fight. We get paralyzed. So let me put on like Viper or something. And then let me switch out you for this. Yeah, this is useless. I don't know. Apart from the light killer, I don't know why you would use that. That's 40-second cooldown. Of course, it can't be used here. That's crazy. This only lasts for 20 seconds as well, but... No, let's have 12. Yeah, we're good. Let's try it again. probably both. I doubt it. I don't think my boy Edram is out here paralyzing us. If he is, I stand corrected. As a paralyzing, cursing us. He does have the blind, which is a bit annoying. There we go. Charge time reduction. Oh yeah, that paralysis is nasty. That thing is disgusting. My game froze. Oh, never mind. We're good. Crit. All right. Charge time reduction and crit resist. Okay. Well, good thing we don't even rely on crit really on this team because we have the 100% defense ignore anyway. Ending darkness. What is this going to do? Yeah, we won. Wow. Yeah, that was actually not bad at all. I mean, the freezing is a bit annoying, but I would say the freezing, the paralysis. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. How much do I need to ascend him, though? That was only one. Is it like 30? I said ascend him, but to awaken him? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. 20? 20. Chat. Are we serious right now? 20 for a unit that I won't even use. Oh my goodness. Actually insane, chat room. Legitimately insane. Ultra trial events like Blade of Genzo being extremely difficult, like you need 4 specific units to beat. Well, considering most crossover units are paid and not free, I mean, that's kind of like a thing. And also, Genzo's true weapon, if I remember correctly, is really good. So, I mean, you can do it for that, but sure, everything else, yeah. I mean, it's just another challenge, another thing for you to play. It'd be cool if the units you got from him were actually good, but, you know. Oh, wait, is he charging? He was charging. Wow, this one was a very fast clear, bro. What the? Okay. That's just insane. That was a dummy fast one. What can I say, man? That boy Saitama really is him. Jesus, 53 seconds? And got the water boy instead. Who's the water character from? Oh, Sagura. Yeah, Sagura's okay. I mean, he's still one of the hardest hitting characters in the game, but whenever you consider the fact that he kind of hoed your entire account when it comes to stuff like this, it's like, damn, bro. You could have like a whole team comp, you know? Yeah, Mono Light's very strong at the moment, man. I love Mono Light so much. If you have everybody, it's one of my favorite teams in the game. If you don't have everybody, then it just sucks like so much. Cause it's like, man, I kind of just hate that, really. Like, cause stuff like this is probably the most fun aspect of GS, and the fact that a lot of it is just locked behind certain crossover characters sucks so much, man. Like, I would love to see an iteration of this team, maybe, but like it's a bit different, but it's maybe acquirable by free-to-play players. I think that would be really cool. I think every element should probably have like just a free-to-play team that people can use to like clear, you know, the mono dungeons and stuff, and they're not like terrible. I mean, they're not going to be nowhere near as good as the premium characters, but you know, it's give you like a taste of like what this element's kind of capable of. I shouldn't have did that. Yeah, let me reset. I also think it would be really cool if each element had like its own unique playstyle to an extent. Where like, okay, like this element's all about archgen, this element's all about like just being a bit slower, but like dealing a whole lot more damage or something, you know? I think that'd be a cool thing. Or like if each element had actual cool gimmicks tied to them. Oh wow. I actually didn't get the paralysis right there. Or I said the paralysis to freeze. I didn't get it right here either. It's gonna be a bit of a slower run. Where I say that, but it seems like we're still going really fast. Goodness. They're less yeah. I mean, I don't know about Index or No Non. I think Index and No Non are terrible. And I just spilt my water, boys. Oh my goodness, I just spilt my water everywhere. Oh my gosh. Gentlemen, you can't give me anything. Holy. Thankfully, it didn't get on my keyboard or anything, but. Oh my goodness. Oh, chat, I'll be right back. I gotta get a towel real quick. Can't give me anything. There we go. Did any of it get on the floor? A little bit. I'm glad it didn't spill right beside the power surge, because the power surge was awfully close to where it spilled. Let me push that back. Oh my. That would have been bad. No, I had like a little red solo cup that I was drinking out of. We had a party the other night here, and I'm still using all these plastic cups because Me and my girlfriend don't like doing dishes, so if we can avoid doing dishes by any means necessary, we will. Because we hate the dishes, man. And it's something like you always have to do. It's like, man, dude, you finish the dishes and it seems like they just keep coming back. It's like, there's no way we used this many, like, recently, you know? There has to be a fluke somewhere. Yeah, Platine is definitely not a trap banner. Also, I don't see how you call her a trap whenever she's like one of the better characters in the game. So like, I don't get it. You know, I just not realized Edram staggering himself or staggering us right here while he does all this is such a detriment to him, more so than this team, because yeah, it just we burst through it all at the very end. This poor robot. Yeah, it depends on what you need. If you don't have other breakers, then I would say yeah. But if you have breakers at your disposal, like I think if you're still running around with the Accelerator, well, Accelerator came out recently, but you know, Arthur, and you're still doing great with Arthur and all them, it's not like you really need Platina. She's just quite possibly the best of the breakers, you know? So there's that. Then we're waiting on Leon, man. Leon's pretty good too. I think, what's the other one? Shauna is the other character. She's a fairy unit, the Earth one. She seems pretty solid too. I've heard great things about Mina, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Mina. I've heard great things about her. I've heard great things about Leon. You know, great things about Natasha. A lot of characters that we could see some very good stuff coming from these units very soon, or from the game, let me say. I think a lot of teams are going to get buffed in 2026, but I will say that I also think that 2026 is looking almost as dry as 2025, because if it wasn't for the crossovers, man, 2025 would have been cooked. Like, it was bad, man. So bad. Into Fire of Fate, we'll have to see. We'll have to test it. I hope I get her. You know, I have some Alk stones saved up, so I'm hoping that I'm able to walk away with a Platina. Because I really don't want to use my currency, man. I don't know what I'm saving my currency for right now, but I just don't want to use any of it. We're at 16. The next one should get us to 19, and then I can take off the apple and just do the last one. Let me see. Damn. Pitting 6-star weapons has to be feeling worried. Oh man, dude, I saw the 6-star weapons start coming out on JP for what is it? The Halloween? No, not Halloween. What the heck? Halloween? Come on now, OP. For Christmas, and I was like, wait, 6-star gacha equips, and they're freaking dumb, dude. It's like 400% physical damage up. I'm like, what? Who signed off on this? 400% physical damage up? Are we being dead ass right now? Oh my goodness. There's no way. I'm not going to use that. There we go. Well, this boss is dead. One more run, boys, and we have Edram awoken. Did not take us long at all. Thanks to the apples. If we didn't have apples, I would be here for a whole lot longer. But yeah, have you guys seen the new 6-star equips? I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to JP, but they have gotcha 6-star equips now. I don't think this is the first time it's happened. I will say that. Let me show you though. Like, where is it at? I think there's only one, right? Or is there two? There's two. So we have Fighting Santa Lance. This increases your own fire damage by 150% stackable. This is literally the gotcha variant of the Talons that you can get from Grand Crusade. The exact same thing. It's a 6-star physical, and it's stacking fire damage for 90 seconds, 50-second cooldown. I think this is just leagues ahead of the Grand Crusade equip. Like, that's actually wild, man. That's insane. And we have this, the Good Wife and Wise Princess Santa Blade. Increase own physical damage by 200%. Additionally, when used for the first time, for 20 seconds, increase own physical damage by 200% as well. Like, that's stupid. Also, this says there will be a difference in pull rates between 5 and 6-star equips and Christmas equip summons. Like, what's the difference? Are they going to be like at a lower rate or something? Like, this is disgusting though. Like, just by default, no matter what, this is going to be good. Because sure, it's like, oh, you only get 400% on the first use. My brother, you get 200% at any point in time. 200. Like, are we all playing the same game here? 200. There are units that can't even do 200% buffs. And we got an equip that's able to give you 400. This is more than freaking Hoka, man. This is ridiculous. And you have this thing. Like, what the... Dude, and people are already saying it. They're commenting, the Minna. Yeah, Minna's gonna love this because Minna resets her equips. She resets them. So you could stack this stupidly high on her, and she's a fire damage character. If you have an LB6, oh, like this. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not completely against us getting 6-star equipment in the gacha. I'm not completely against it. The thing that I'm against about, or the thing that I'm kind of worried about, let me say, is the fact that, like, how often are they going to start giving out expert LB stones to allow players to actually use these 6-star equips? Because unless you're Omega Welling, which most of us aren't, let's just, put it out there, we aren't. This Omega Welling in this economy, come on now. But if you're not Omega Welling, it could be really hard for you to have an LB6 of a gacha character, let alone having expert LB stones to make your favorite unit, like Minna or whoever, have a 6-star slot so you can use this equip. So I'm hoping that in the future, we'll see a bit more expert LBs. I think they give expert LBs out, in Grand Crusade now? That's like the main thing. I don't know if I don't think the new race stuff gives you expert LB stones, do they? If it does, then, first time I'm hearing about it. Because I haven't been paying attention to the rewards at all. Oh, do you know they're going to put them on crossovers? There's no reason even saying, like, oh, I'm okay if they don't. No, they're going to do that. Absolutely, they're going to do that. We knew that it was coming, too. We knew the 6-star equips and gachas were coming soon. And look, you can say what you want about GS. I will tell you right now that units are very good in GS, right? But the thing that makes these units so broken our equipment. And if we're starting to see equipment come out that are doing 400% damage up or stacking 150% damage every single time it's used, like, and they're 6-star equips, we're going to start seeing more of a relevance on getting units to LB6. Like, I could see a future where, depending on what's happening, like the best equips in the game are 6-star equips. Now, to that same extent, though, the good news is that each unit can only have one 6-star equip for now. You know, we gotta see what they plan on doing in the future, but I'm hoping that they don't make it to where there's a unit that comes out later that has multiple 6-star equip slots. But if they don't do that, and it's just always staying the same, where there's only one unit, or each unit can only have one 6-star equip, then I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Raise the 6-star equip win, man. It'll be 8 for real. How long, right? How long till all that happens? Wait, are you guys serious? Wait, Tyranny, are you being dead ass? Is that actually the pull rate? Is it a 0.1%? The trial units that receive Droop Awakenings can use 2 6-star equips? Really? I didn't know about that. So no GS Discord? Oh wait, let me scroll down. Holy fuck. I didn't think it was out yet, but you're right. Drop rates for pulling 6-star equips are 0.1. So you have to pity them. They want you to pity this. Holy fuck. I feel like this deserves a video. I feel like this deserves a video. This is... We gotta talk about this, man. Like, oh my goodness. I think this deserves its own little video. I think another rant video from OP is coming very soon. Holy fuck, man. Like, was the pity system already not enough of like a change or like a kick in the nuts to like free-to-play players? And now you do shit like this? Oh my goodness. This is reserved now for paying players only. Because equipment doesn't have carryover pity, right? It's only gacha equips, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys play JP, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's only for units, right? Like, gacha equips don't have carryover pity. So you can't, like, just save up for 6-star equips. And even then, like, this is still terrible. Oh my goodness. You need 30. So, oh my fucking Christ. Wait, do they say that here? Holy fuck. Yep, you're right. Why is it not like 20? Why is it not 20? I could see 20 being reasonable. 15 addition. They want you to spend 1,500 crystals on this equip. Holy... Oh, wait, not 1,500, my bad. 900. You're right, 900, because it's 30 for a equip multi. Holy fuck, chat. What is the timeline we're living in? Is Yama P smoking crack? And I mean that in the most sincere way possible. I'm not saying that as like a joke. I'm being dead ass. Is he on some za or some crack? What is he on? Because I need to get whatever he's on, because he is on another planet right now. What'd you miss? You missed the fact that 6-star equips are coming to gachas, or the gacha equip banner, and it's a 0.1% chance for you to get them, and their pity is double the original equip price. on our any unit, it's probably gonna be what do you call it? It is probably going to be. Wait, can I up this anymore? No, I can't. It's probably gonna be Orville D. On JP, I have no idea who's next in line after Etika. Holy fuck, chat. Holy fuck. Yeah, this deserves its own video, man. Absolutely. Mega Mobile Soldier Edram. I like the artwork a lot. That looks really cool. What does he get? Sure, increase all allies' arc gauge by 30. Additionally, 10 for light units. Ignores enemies' defense by 100% for 20 seconds. Not terrible. Arc gauge charges at normal attack. Autofill light units arc gauge. Damage from water enemies 50% up. Water weakness. Wow. Yeah, I remember him having that. He kind of sucks, doesn't he? Oh, Edram, what did they do to you, boy? What did they do to you? I mean, at least he's awoken now, so there's that. Yeah, the other one's a completely different story. Yeah, exactly. So there's like that, but like I wouldn't be completely against if like, oh, it's like, well, this one's from the gacha, right? And it's like, well, this one's from the gacha, so that's kind of cool. But here's the kicker. It's really only here if you're someone who wants to like max level, or not max level, but like someone who just wants to skip the grind of Grand Crusade. You know, I don't think that's terrible, but it's not that at all. My goodness, chat room. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, Edram was, he was the GOAT luck unit back in the day, man. He was so good. Now, though, he's kind of whatever. Why do we have this? Why do we have multi-summon the 4+ equips, but we can't even do a multi-summon of this shit? The priorities, bro. The priorities in this game are incredible. Oh my goodness. That's probably the worst news I've heard all day, though, about the 6-star equips. Like, GS just can't catch a break. They truly can't. Holy fuck, man. I'm just gonna literally make a video, and I'm gonna title it, like, GS did it again. And it's probably gonna come out, like, I was gonna do the summon video Thursday, but it may be that Thursday, and then Friday would be a summon video. Holy shit, man. Holy. If you guys haven't noticed, like, the uploads have slowed down a lot recently because it's been so busy because of the holidays. But another thing is that, like, it's just been really hard to play or, like, make content for GS because a lot of the times the content that comes out is either, like, dog water or just, like, no one cares about it. You know? Like, Lark, for an example, literally, like, no one cared about him. Like, I was even debating, like, posting or skipping out on the Shiji summon because, I mean, who fucking cares? It's Lark, right? But, oh my goodness, man. Whenever they do stuff like this, some people may be like, oh, OP's just farming rage content or something. No, man. Like, this is... Holy chat. Like, how did they keep getting away with it? And people wonder why. Or they may wonder why they don't do nowhere near as well as some of the other big gacha games. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, I don't know who is making the decisions higher up, like who's deciding the rates, who's doing all this stuff, but like, holy fuck, dude. That's ridiculous. It's actually insane. Like, let me show you guys something. We're getting beat by fucking Love in Deep Space. This is like female Gunner territory right here. Uma Musume deserves all of its success. This is the greatest game we've ever seen on the mobile market. Like Nikkei, like fucking Monster Strike, like these are just simplistic like it's not even like, oh, like these games are like super advanced, super crazy like gameplay. Like Uma Musume has dope characters and the gameplay's addicting as hell. But you don't see them doing shit like this. And then you look at stuff like Wuwa, and Wuwa's an incredible game. It's like super advanced with open world and all that stuff, and you don't see them doing shit like this. Monster Strike is just a fun, addicting JP game where you literally shoot little like medals around the field, and they just have crossover events. You don't see them doing it. We're getting beat by fucking Gundam Generations, and this is made by Bandai Namco. Like, come on now, man. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous. Like Pad, bro. Pad's such a fun game, but Pad be fucking over the global player, so, you know, there's that. But like Battle Cats, man. Battle Cats, what a legendary game. What a legendary game. And we scroll down, where's GS, chat? Where's GS? We're being Stellasora. Why are we seeing Stellasora before we see GS? You know what I mean? Like, are we dead ass? Where's GS at? Is it really all the way at the bottom now? No, I had to pass it. There's no way it's this low. Right? No shot. I think I had passed it. Nope, there it is. 85, it's up 11. Holy fuck. I can't believe it, man. The Eminence in Shadow RPG. This is like... This is the fucking Crunchyroll game, isn't it? Dog water, chat. Dog water. Acecraft, I played this game. Dog water. Brown Dust 2 is pretty solid. I don't know why it's so low. Brown Dust 2 was like extremely high at one point. Star Savior. I don't even know what this is. Kaiju number 8. Not gonna lie, kinda dog water. Like it's fun, but it's also doesn't have a lot of game modes going for it or anything else. AFK Arena, dog water. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Fire Emblem Heroes. Don't play this game unless you just want to lose your fucking mind, especially trying to read. You need a PhD to play this game. It's not because it's complex, it's because the amount of information each unit has. You literally need to have the wiki open 24/7 to understand what anybody does. Holy chat. I can't, man. And they wonder why. They wonder why. I mean, GS is kind of dog water too. That's not, you know, GS is dog water, but it's our dog water. You know what I mean? It's a difference. It's a difference. So, yeah, Chad, this is ridiculous. No, the ticket, yeah, the ticket fin is, the one from the Hero Exchange is Awoken Fin. War God Fin is the Ascended unit. You can only get War God Fin right now through the Forever Summon. Where's it at? Where's the Forever Summon? I haven't looked at my Forever Summon in a while. Here we go. Yeah. Like if you go here, Earth, right here, this is War God Fin. War God Fin is the Ascended variant. What you got is Awoken Fin, and Awoken Fin is right here. He's from the hero ticket. Awoken Fin and War God Fin are two different ones. For January's cross, I mean, if we even get a crossover, man, like, holy fuck. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, people are leaving the game, money, like, revenue's dropping if it's not a crossover, which has been a constant theme. And we still see decisions like this. It doesn't make sense. Like, these people, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to say it's like GS specifically, but it's truly just a bunch of greedy corporate bastards that are there, and they want to just suck out every ounce of money they can from a product before they just throw it to the trash. Because it's not like they suffer at all, you know, like they'll make their money, the game will close, they go on to make another project, they do it all over again. It's like, well, the ones that suffer are the players, like the players who liked the game and played it and enjoyed it. You know, they can't get any of that back. You know, they don't get a return on investment as a company does. It's kind of insane. Ascension is part of upgrading, but Ascension can only be done to ascended characters. If a character cannot be ascended, then you can't do the Ascension. You're looking at awoken characters. Awoken characters and ascended characters are different. You see how it's separated here even, where it says awaken and awoken? You see how this says awaken? I can take a 5-star into an awoken 5-star. But Ascension, I don't even know if I have one that I can actually show. Well, actually I do right here. Ascension is taking a awoken character and ascending them. However, Ascension units come awoken. They don't come 5-stars. These are awoken 5-stars that are able to be ascended. Not every awoken 5-star is able to do that. It depends on how they start. So since Vena starts as a awoken 5-star, she can be ascended. But, oh wait, I can actually ascend her. What the heck? I didn't even know I had everything for her. But for, let's say, Finn, for an example, he comes as just a regular 5-star character. So 5-stars can go into awoken 5-stars. But if they come as a awoken 5-star, like I said, they are the ones that can be ascended. If they do not come awoken, then they cannot be ascended. That is a bit confusing though, because sometimes, like from the Forever Summon, you can get like just awoken characters by default. But I'm talking about like whatever you summon them in, like from the base banner pool. So like for an example, right here, like if you get Uzu, Uzu will come awoken, and you have to ascend him into his ascension. It's a little confusing, but once you understand it, it's not really too bad. They're kind of like another level. I used to call them 6-stars back in the day, but they're not really 6-stars. But it would be a lot easier if, like, that was how they were actually shown. Yeah, Vena is terrible. Let's be honest, people play GS because of its game style and collab, not because of how they run the game. I don't play it for the game or for the collab at all. Gameplay, sure. Like I kind of enjoy the gameplay and the multiplayer aspect. That's why I've really got into it. But also the gameplay is very kind of bare bones after a while. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can get away with doing whatever they want with the game, you know. That doesn't give them free reign to just like take a shit in their player base's mouth every second they get, you know. It doesn't necessarily give them the right to do that. Yeah, VoltLR is really good. Nice job, Legend. Yeah, they don't put gameplay, and we never see innovation in GS chat, because here's what they know. Here's what they know. And pardon, I'm sorry if you get upset or you feel some type of way about me saying this, but they know that they don't need to innovate the game, or they don't need to do anything different, because the player bases, or the entire player base, are a bunch of idiots. They're a bunch of idiots that think they know how to run a game, or they think they know how to play, or whatever. They're a bunch of idiots, including myself, because we're stuck in the wheel. and we'll log on and we'll do the events. Technically, if you ever want to know why I don't do these events half the time, or you'll like come onto my stream and be like, oh Pete, what the heck? This isn't even like done. Why haven't you done this shit? Like, see, I still haven't even done Gaia. It's because I just don't fucking care at times, man. Like, I just don't have enough patience and time to do all of it. And the fun that I find in the game now is mainly just doing content. But they know, like, oh, well, people are going to log on. They're going to play the new content. They're going to grind the same monotonous event that they've been doing for the last 5 years of playing this game. They're going to get their little exchange currency. They're going to get their LB stone. They're going to get all their crystals. They're going to get their equip, and they're going to leave and be a good little player. That's what they're going to do. They hate it. They hate it when players, like, speak out or say something else. And you can see this. You can see this because this was... And, well, you can see how they respond, let me say. The way how they respond to player feedback most of the time, especially like whenever they have to make like a very quick decision, is very much like a toddler throwing a tantrum. That's like the best way I can like... Or I guess the best analogy that I can draw. Because look at the pity system, right? We talked about pity being bad and the game declining, the game dying. So what did they do? They said, okay, we'll give you guys what you want. We'll give you the carryover pity, but we'll double the pity. You see how that's just like, well, we got what we asked for, but it's fucking garbage. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is stopping? Here's the thing, is that these guys don't have a chokehold on the gacha market either. So it doesn't make sense as to why they do the things they do, and they do it so boldly because there's other games. And if they're just relying on the sunk cost fallacy to keep players engaged, I mean, people are getting tired of it, man. Like, they truly are. Like, for me, you know, I'm just gonna say it, you know, I'm in a very blessed position here because I can make content on this game. I make money from the game. But 99.9% of players that play this game do not make money. They only lose money if you actually spend money in this game. So, if you're not in that 0.1% that actually makes some kind of revenue from it, then it's like there's no benefit to playing this game, and especially if you want to play something that's going to give you more bang for your buck. I mean, or not even just more bang for your buck, but just have an overall better time. I'm going to tell you right now, just go play fucking Uma Musume. Like, this thing won Best Mobile Game of the Year at the TGA's, was it last week? And it fucking deserves it. It's incredible. It's such a fun game. You know, I don't even like Nikkei, but I'll tell you right now, Nikkei's a great game for free-to-play players. Arknights, incredible. I don't know about Honkai, you know, I'm not into the Hoyoverse stuff. But it's ridiculous to me why they move so boldly and so, like, aggressively to where they're like, we have all the players. But it's probably their business strategy. What the... Okay, I thought I was about to play a copyright song. I was say, hold on now. But it's probably their business strategy. Because in reality, what they probably do is that they know that people are going to stop playing the game once they implement these changes. So they're going to filter out the old players, bring in new players, and hope that the new players they bring in, they get some whales, and the whales stick around, they become the new vets and stuff like that. And the cycle kind of repeats. This is why we have so many crossovers, and we never see significant changes in the game chat. It's because, like, for one, crossovers keep the game afloat, and it brings in so many new players. And then out of those new players, let's say it brings in 1 million new players. Out of those million, 5,000 stay. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something like that. And of course, that's a very much an over-exaggeration. I don't think we've ever seen 1 million players come into GS because of a crossover. But just to give it, you know, put it in perspective. And they keep doing that. They keep doing it over and over again. Because once people get into the game and play it, I don't mean to sound so negative here, but like, the game doesn't offer you anything once you get towards the end. And I mean, that's just like kind of the case when it comes to gacha games. The fun in gacha games, a lot of the times, is the beginning and the middle. The end is fucking garbage because the end is just endless gear grinding or just endless like daily logins and trying to like psychologically trick you into constantly developing a habit of logging in and checking all of your stuff every single day. And it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Dude, you know how many logins I've missed for GS? It's an insane amount. And Nikki, thanks so much for the sub. But it's what they do. It's how these games are made. And I just don't understand why they're going this route, because I feel like GS is in the prime position to still come away from this and be like, guys, let's like actually start listening to the community. Let's just make the game like just really fucking good. Like you look at games like Limbus Company, okay? Limbussy. A group of developers that have no fucking idea how to run a gacha game. Let's just be honest here. No fucking idea. But they're like, you know what? We want to make something cool. And we want to make something that gamers want to play. And they did that. They did it. So like, know what I mean? Like they have no idea how to run like a gacha game and milk the player base for all of its money. But in the process of doing that, they create one of the best gacha games you've ever seen. So it's like, come on now. I mean, fucking Another Eden. You guys probably have seen this game, but or never even played it. But Another Eden is another game that doesn't have time-limited events for the most part, and doesn't really have like anybody super limited when it comes to like characters and stuff. All the crossover events you can always do. You can always play them in the game, no matter when you start. Like Persona came out, what, 3 years ago or something like that in Another Eden? You can still play the Persona event and still get all the characters for free. It's like, come on, man. I'm not saying every game has to follow that, but like, it's insane to me, bro. It's insane. Yeah, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I mean, it's just like, you can tell whenever it's nothing for or it's everything's about profit, and then when stuff is all about passion, or like, you know, a bit of passion. That's the thing, is that no matter what, a gacha game will always be worse than any premium game that you can buy. I'm just gonna put it out there. If you want to play an actual good game, then you're looking at games like E33. You're looking at games like Final Fantasy 9. You're looking at games like Final Fantasy 10. Fucking like, I mean, there's so many good ones. Arc Raiders, if you're into multiplayer, right? Like fucking Marvel Rivals with the boys. Like there's so many great games out there right now. And those are going to be games that you're going to be looking for that premium experience in, where you're not going to be able to get that from a mobile game or a gacha game. But holy shit, man. The older you get, right? The older you get, and the more that you come to understand these systems that are in play, and the smoke and mirrors are no longer smoke and mirrors, you're like, you really are just another fucking number to a lot of these people. And the thing is that I'm not saying the dev team is just completely creatively like exhausted, you know what I mean? Or that they don't know what to do. It's probably very likely that a lot of people on the GS dev team have really cool ideas they want to put in the game, but someone higher up than them is telling them, no, we can't do that. Do this again, do this again, do this again. This works. That's going to cost more money. We don't want to do that. And they just keep playing it safe. And I really hate how safe GS is playing it. And now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, no longer play safe, double down on how much money we can keep getting out of the player base. Oh, but in the process, we're going to like really screw over free-to-play players, because that's just what we're going to do. Like, oh my god, you guys, you know, GS was the first game that I saw this, but I literally do this now. If I see a game and I get on it and I see this where it says paid multi-summons, I don't even want to fucking play the game anymore. Like, I don't mind if it's a paid multi-summon for like a guaranteed 5-star or like a guaranteed card or something like that. You know, I know Uma Musume does that. I don't mind those. But whenever the banners themselves are separated by guaranteed paid multis and then just unguaranteed multis, it's ridiculous. Like, another game that did this, was it Counterside, if I'm not mistaken. Counterside, you could get like a certain amount of free currency to summon on like the new 6-star banners or whatever. But I think eventually you could run out of the currency and you couldn't get any more. Like even if you had like additional currency, you couldn't buy anymore. There's a certain amount of exchange that you could only have. But if you were a paying player, you could get a lot more. And it's like, dude, stuff like that just fucking sucks. Where it's like, why are we really trying to just separate paying players get all the benefits? And I don't, that's the thing, is that I know I may sound a little bit contradictory. Holy fuck, I can't even speak. I may contradict myself here. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't mind if paying players get like the most bang for their buck. I think they should get that. But I also don't think that like free-to-play players should just be absolutely left out, to dry. Paying players are going to keep the game going. Free-to-play players are going to actually give you a player base. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to be able to understand that you have to if you make both parties happy, hey, recipe for success. Am I right, chat? How many of you guys played Uma Musume if you played it? Oh, hold on. How many of you guys played Uma Musume or Chaos Zero Nightmare right here? And because of how good the game was with like gameplay and like just overall presentation, how it didn't feel like it was really asking for your money, you were like, I'm gonna spend a few dollars. Why not? I'm gonna spend a few dollars and I'm gonna get like this pack because I kind of want this one character, but it's not like I feel like I need this character, I need this unit or whatever, or I need to do this. It's like, you know what? I just want to do this because I just want to spend it. I don't know. Like it doesn't feel like this game's asking me for my money. Like, there's some games on here that are just begging for your money, but it feels more like a game. But what I'm trying to get at here is that these feel more like games, like Uma Musume and Chaos Zero Nightmare. They feel more like actual games than gacha games. I think Wuwa does this well too, because they feel more like just actual game experiences. I will say though, most of these games are like a solid 7 out of 10 compared to like premium titles, but still, considering it's free, you can't really complain. That's another thing too. I mean, some people need rewards, some people don't. I think if the game is fun, that's all you need to do. If the game is fun and rewarding, then that's great. But it's just like, dude, there's so much competition coming out. And the more and more you log on and the more you see just how this game is, it starts to become very bland, very quick. And even with like my videos and stuff, I try to make it as fun and as engaging, as unique and different as I can. The thing that I hate the most, and I've always got flack for this as well, is that I hate whenever I click on a video, and it could be in any genre, GS, any game, and it feels like I'm watching the same fucking person. And I'm like, dude, I want like a different experience, It's okay to have inspirations and stuff, but like, let's do something a bit different. You know what I mean? Like, let's change up the style or something like that. This is a very big thing in the 2K community. If you guys are into 2K, every fucking 2K YouTuber is the same, bro. Every single one of them's the fucking same. All the small ones do the same shit. Oh my god, it's fucking terrible. But I feel like GS kind of feels like that too. It's like every single update is the same a lot of the times. And it's like, where's the breath of fresh air? You guys wonder why I freak out whenever we finally get raids or mines or something else. It's because we finally got something new to do. Sure, are we doing the same thing? We're going in, we're fighting a boss, we're killing it, we're grinding for currency and all that. Sure, but it's a different method. That's the thing, man. It's a different method. It's great. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys feel like this too, is that if it's not half off, you don't play the game. It's just login simulator until it's half off again. And then once it's half off, you log on and you do your crest farms. Once it's over, rinse and repeat, boys. You may log on to do the new event just to get all the crystals. You get off the game after that, right? Like, it's insane, bro. Yeah, love me some Bomber Cyberpunk. From the mouth, I'm an all-star. Like this, like switch. But it's insane, chat. I've ranted for so long. I have ranted for so freaking long. It's been like what, like a 30-minute rant. But it's just like to put it in perspective. Because I don't think I know how to make a game. I don't know all the troubles, all the problems, all the coding issues, all this type of stuff that they go through. But it's like, I can tell you what I think is wrong with the game and what I believe is fucked up about it. But it's your job as the developer to take that criticism, take that feedback, and then try to find a creative solution. I can tell you what the issue is, but I can't tell you the solution. I can't. I can offer a solution that might work, but in reality, it probably won't because I don't understand like game theory to like a very high level, you know? So I can tell you what's wrong. I can't tell you how to fix it. And the way how GS is, it just seems like it's always going to kind of be this. All right, chat. My bad. My girlfriend walked into my room and she wanted to talk to me for a second, but still, the reason why this game also did so well is because this game came out at the perfect time. And I want to say that CSGO to Valorant did this as well, where CSGO fans were like getting really burnt out on Counter-Strike. And then Valorant released and it was like, holy shit, guys, everybody come play Valorant now. You know, like this is like a new CSGO. It's like whole new things that we can go do. I feel like GS kind of took that same approach, even though GS came before that, with Brave Frontier. It was like GS was out, Brave Frontier died, like around the time GS was just getting started. So everybody went to GS because it was like the next best thing. And it was like, oh, it's made by people from the Gumi dev team that worked on Brave Frontier and everything. So if you think about it like that, it's like, you know, how many people are playing this game because they actually like the game? And how many people are playing it because they enjoy the idea of like carrying on with Brave Frontier? Like they use this as kind of a means of projecting that this is still Brave Frontier, but it's not because they sunk so much time into that game. You gotta consider it stuff like that, you know? But either way, man, the fact that raids sound and feel like a weekly event, but it's actually a twice per year event is really stupid. Yeah, man. I think that raids should be like a monthly thing. I've always said this. I think fixing the schedule in GS would do wonders for this game. Like, honestly, if we had raids 1 month, next month is mines, the following month after that is maybe an off month, you know, maybe just something else or nothing. And then we go right back to raids, mines, off month, raids, mines, off month, you know, something like that. I think that would do wonders for this game. I've been saying that since like the 3rd year of this game, chat. Like ever since Mines came out, like the 3rd or 4th year of this game. We're about to be 8 years in, and you can see that we're still don't have a schedule. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall every time that I make a video like that, or like I go on a rant like this on stream or something. It's just non-stop. The same old, same old. Like, I know that they released this little live stream summary thing not too long ago talking about upcoming quests and features and like all the stuff that they want to do. Like, as you see here, like they want more, or we want more quality of life. We want a bigger focus on GS units. We want more opportunities to earn more crystals. We want a better new player experience. We want lower difficulty in obtaining units. Fuck you. And we want more content to enjoy. I'm gonna be honest. Nothing they just keep all this stuff is cool because they're like, oh yeah, we saw it, we heard you. But where is it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that like you need to like instantly tell us, but like just saying that you acknowledge it, even giving us like a very early preview or something. Like, you know what, guys, for making it easier to obtain units, this is what we have in mind. Like, this is what we're talking about right now in the office. None of it's finalized, so take it all with a grain of salt, but this is what we're talking about at the moment. Just to give you an idea that they're actually working on the solution and not just being like, let's say that we hear them, but we really don't. Know what I mean? It depends on if you need a breaker or not. If you need a breaker, then Platina is absolutely goated, but if you don't need a breaker, then it's whatever. And then we want more content to enjoy. Mines update, new game modes, etc. This right here is true, but I would also like to put schedule. We want a more consistent game mode schedule. When's the last time we got raids, chat? Honestly, when's the last time we actually saw the raids? It was like months ago. Probably like half a year, right? Azel's like okay at best. Oh my, he's solid. He's just a solid unit. He's not anything to like write home about. But let me look up raids. If this is true, I probably shouldn't look at it like this because I don't know if this is actually true. Has it been a year? There's no way it's been a year, chat. There is no way it's been a year. Let me scroll down. These are the mines. The mines were here 5 months ago. It's already been 5 months since the mines. Holy fuck. Are we dead ass? There's no way. No. It was 2 months ago. I was about to say, dude, there's no way. I feel like we just did the mines. Holy. 11 months ago. This game is so fucking cooked. Oh my god. Oh, we did as Chad. Better than Accelerator. She's a better overall breaker. Accelerator's a bit better at being a team player because of the arch and stuff, but yeah, she's the better breaker. What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? What are raids? That's sad. If you're a new player, yeah, there's no way you know what a raid is. I mean, I can show you, but it's not even gonna do good to show you because these bosses die instantly since this raid was so old. But raids is like a thing you load into. You have 2 teams and you fight a boss that has however much HP and you try to deal as much damage as you can as fast as you can. So you just come in here and you try to nuke the boss. This team right here is a team that is like a 2-man, or I said 2-man, 2-team nuke, but you don't even need to do this anymore probably. You can more than likely nuke it with just like whoever now. I used to use Siger because Siger was goated at this, but yeah, you would just like, that's all you did. You just load into quest and you fight them and you blow up the boss and that's that. You didn't know we had raids either? Yeah, we do. And also you can join with like 12 other people. What's up, Shinobu? Yeah, raids were mind-numbingly easy. Because they haven't been like challenging. Like, here's the thing: if we actually got raids that are on par with like what JP, like, here's the thing: fuck all the other raids that we don't have in global. Screw them. We're never gonna catch up. Just start doing the new raids that JP has. Like, honestly, just do that. Because we're at the point now where our power level in global, which sounds a bit kind of corny to say, but it's true. Our power level in global is pretty much on par with JP's power level. Maybe a bit less, you know? And whenever we get these raids that are supposed to be quote unquote new, they're not new at all. And they suck because they can't even survive any damage that we deal to them. Not to mention that if you're a new player, the raiding experience for you is fucking god awful because whenever you go, I'm trying to find the last raid they had on JP, but whenever you raid on, here it is right here. Look at this, new raid boss, Pluto. It's a fucking dwarf planet. Like, are we serious? Like, we haven't even got this yet on JP, or I said on JP, on global. Like, we're not gonna ever get this unit, or get this boss fight. And this gives you Underworld Staff. Increase own dark damage by 50%. When above 90% HP, increase own accuracy. It's garbage. It's not good. But it's a raid, so it's different. It's something for you to farm and try to do. So, it's insane to me that Global's never going to have that. You know, we're never going to catch up to that point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how you grinded raids. Raids is just who stays on the game the longest. Who stays on the game and gets inflicted with swamp ass first. And if you get inflicted with swamp ass first, more than likely, you're going to win the raid. You're going to get number one. Are we like a year behind JP? It depends on what way you ask or what exactly we're talking about. Unit-wise, if we look at ascended characters, we're not at really a year behind. I would say we're about 4 to 5 months behind unit-wise. If they actually did these units correctly. If they did the schedule right, we're about 4, maybe 6 months behind JP. However, when it comes to all the side stories, you can do a very quick Google search. Just type in missing side stories, Grand Summoners. That probably works. As you see, side stories has been missing on global. There are so many more. So there are 28 times 14, so you have 392 crystals. We are missing 28 side stories. And then apparently they didn't even count all of them. Let me see. What if I just type in side stories? Side stories. Let's do the hottest. Actually, no. Yeah, let's just do relevance. Let me see. I don't even see the rest of them, but somebody had like an actual list. We're missing like 50 plus side stories. It's an insane amount. We're missing so many. So, content-wise, we are severely behind JP. And that's mainly due to the fact whenever Crunchyroll had their grummy little hands on this game. When Crunchyroll had their hands on this game, it did not get updated to what, or I guess to the same speed JP did. Crunchyroll made it to where this game had one crossover for 6 months straight, and it was Tensura. I shit you not. If you don't believe me, ask any veteran player that played back then, or you can go back on my channel about a few years ago, and you will see that there is a time where Tensura was here for 6 months. 6 months. We thought the game was going to die in that point, but it didn't somehow. After that, Crunchyroll finally left the game. They thought they sucked everything out of the game and they were going to leave it to die. And then the dev team got back the game and it started to become really freaking good. They did a lot of stuff that made the game really fun. But during that time span of us having that 6 months of Tensura, we weren't getting updates. We were only getting banners and no events. We were also skipping story chapters to release units. There was a bunch of stuff. It was bad. It was real bad, chat. And whenever Next Ninja was able to start doing everything that they wanted to again, they tried to fix the game. You know, quality, try to do damage control as best they could, because let's be honest here, the dev team's probably only like 15 people, maybe even like just 10. It's a very small dev team. And they didn't really know what to do. So they did their best, and say at least for the time, it was pretty good. But now with how everything is, it's kind of a little fucky, you know? It is a little bit fucky. Yeah, for real. Yeah. It was bad, man. It was bad. 6 months is insane, right? They did the same thing with Damachi. Damachi, they like try to make that game fucking die, and then they just left. Like, Crunchyroll makes the most idiotic decisions you will ever see a business make. But yeah, that's what happened. And now fast forward, here we are. Crunchyroll's no longer in the picture, and Next Ninja is out here doing stuff, but something's telling me a higher up at Next Ninja must have just got there. Has to be someone new, because it seems like this is becoming a lot more aggressive, at least like in this year alone, that they're trying to make it a lot, or they're trying to increase the overall price of the game, you know, like how much money we can get and how much revenue we can truly squeeze out of the players. Pretty much said the same thing twice there, but you guys get the point. So it's strange. It's strange seeing it. And start tweaking if I don't summon. Oh my. I don't like, here's the thing, man. I don't think that, like, I would say it's a complete garbage game. I'm still very much an optimist to where I believe that they can change the game for the better still and make it fun, because I feel like whenever GS is really fun and the community's coming together, everybody's talking, everybody's like trying to figure out like how to beat this boss, or, you know, what they're doing, they're comparing team comps, they're talking about the game. That is the best part of GS. But whenever that's not there and you don't have that like camaraderie with the community, because this game is so small, I kind of compare it to like the FGC, where the FGC is very close knit. It kind of sucks. It sucks because you realize just how bad this game really has it at times. But the community makes it a lot better. It makes it really fun. It makes it very enjoyable. But then you also realize that you can get that same experience in another game, you know? And it's like, damn, I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter. It's not even a mobile game, but I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter and fucking talk about Monster Hunter World and shit with other Monster Hunter players, you know? And go farm fucking Nergigante and shit. Or whatever, but holy, man. Either way, chat, I think that's gonna be it for this one, man. I've been yapping long enough. I pretty much spent the whole second hour of the stream just yapping. So I think it's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been Board P. Tell me down below if I said tell me down below, but you know, you guys, please, if you have anything else to comment, of course you can leave it on the stream afterwards. But appreciate everybody for liking, commenting, subscribing. Also, huge shout out to Benjamin again for the dono earlier. Great stuff, man. I hope that you're still doing well over there. I forgot where you live, but I hope you're still doing well over there, bro. Either way, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been Roy P, and I'm gonna go give me something to eat and chill for a bit. New video coming out tomorrow. Summon video probably coming out Friday, more than likely. And then we'll be having a few other videos this week leading up to our Christmas. Now, I will say Christmas week, don't expect too many videos from your boy OP because I probably will be very busy. But after Christmas, you guys know I'll be right back. So yeah, thank you all so much. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.